This week's homework is on time, and we'll be looking at how to convert between 12-hour timings and 24-hour. So let's have a recall of 12-hour timings, which is AM and PM. Okay, AM is ante-meridian, which is anything before midday, which is 12 o'clock in the middle of the day. PM is post-meridian, after midday, so anything after 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, we would call it PM. We'll use these two to help us convert between 12-hour and 24-hour clock timings. The key difference between AM and PM linked to 24-hour timings is that we don't use the letters AM or PM. Instead, our digits at the beginning of the timings would change. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, etc. as shown in red on the clock. So how do we know when to use these? Here I have my 12-hour clock timings, and if I was to convert these into 24-hour, they would look something like this. The key point is midday. Anything after midday, we start to use larger digits at the beginning of the timing. So for 1 o'clock it becomes 13, for 2 o'clock it becomes 14, 3 o'clock 15, 4 o'clock 16, 5 o'clock 17, etc. As you can see, I've highlighted these for you. And as soon as we hit midnight, instead of using the number 24, we will start off with the digits 0, 0. So we use our knowledge of AM and PM to help us with 24-hour clock timings also. So anything before, which we would say is AM, essentially stays the same. Okay, we use the numbers up to 12. And what we would use for PM, rather than going back to the numbers 1 to 12, we go straight to the number 13 for 1 o'clock and 14 for number 2 o'clock, etc. Okay, so let's look at some examples. Here we are converting between 12-hour timing and 24-hour. We use the letters AM or PM to give us a hint. AM tells us it's before midday, so essentially the time stays the same. I'm using the 0 just to keep the format to 4 digits for 24-hour clock timings. Question 2 is PM, so straight away I know it's after midday, so it's going to be a larger digit. What's linked to 9 o'clock? It's 21, so in this case it's 21, 15. Same again, keeping it to 4 digit format for 24-hour timings. And remember, no AM or no PM in 24-hour time format. Next, converting from 24-hour time to 12-hour time, we look at the first 2 digits. That tells us it's below 12, so it's going to be in the morning sometime before midday. So straight away I know it's 8:55 AM. For question 2, it's 15:37, so I know that's going to be after midday, so it's going to be something that's PM. Let's look at what's linked to the number 15. It is the number 3, so this will be 3:37 PM. It's a good idea to see which number is linked to which timings. It's a good idea to learn it off by heart. If you're not too sure, you forget, you can always draw yourself out a clock. always draw yourself out a clock and see what timings you use for 1 o'clock. So that would be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and so on. Okay, so if you ever forget which is linked, you can always draw yourself a clock and help you convert the times. Pause the video and have a go at these questions. These are the answers you should have got. Have a go at these questions. Once you've written your answers, take a picture of your work and upload to ClassCharts for your teacher to check. Thank you.